Greetings from Greyhound Nation. I'm Di Kelder. I'm the voice of Eastern New Mexico University Athletics. My privilege to be the MC here for Media Day for Greyhound women's basketball. I've got Natea Lockett back from the Greyhound squad. I've got Uliana Seha back from the squad. Head coach Blake Huber. And coach, congratulations on just a marvelous season in 24-25.
Yeah, first year 11-17, not really what we wanted. Coming into last year, we were preseason picked 11th. Finished fourth, made the national tournament, won a national tournament game in the first time in the history of our program. And now you get a little bit of taste of success, and you want to get greedy and you want to seize the opportunity to really go further this year. We have 10 returners. Really like how they came back, really good shape they came back into this preseason, and then really like a lot of the recruits that we were able to sign, and we're trying to go farther this year. We got a good taste of the round of 32, and now it's what can we do to try to make a Sweet 16 and Elite 8, push for a Final Four. And it's day by day. If we want to be the best, we can't take days off. And I think we have a really special group. It's just going to come down to putting our heads down and working and really trying to accomplish something special this year.
Well, Natea, I have to issue a public apology to you. Last year, I would occasionally say, well, I'm not sure Natea really knew what she was going to do when she went up for a shot, but she made it anyway. Yeah. And you informed me that you actually know every time what you're going to do.
Yeah, put her right on the side of you,
yep.
the parking lot.
Exactly. Well, you came in last year. What was it that got you here? What was the selling point of Coach Huber?
What did get me here? I think it was just the relationship that I felt with Coach that I had at the beginning. I really connected with him real quick. I love the talk that he sold about what we was gonna accomplish last year. Yeah, that's what got me here. I'm all about winning, so yeah.
And you did a lot last year, so.
Yeah.
Well, Uliana, we'll talk with you. The year before last was a frustrating year. You were injured, you didn't get a chance to play. I got a chance to play, and boy, I tell you what, you showed no timidity out there. You were out there, and so I compliment you on the fact that playing on a reconstructed knee, you played really, really hard.
Yeah, well, it's always hard coming back from an injury. It was very hard for me to see my teammates playing and me being on the sideline, but always supporting them. I'm also very grateful with Coach because he trusted me even though I was in crutches with a big knee brace. But I'm so happy to be back with Eastern, with this community that I really love. And yeah, very excited for next season.
Very good. Natea, we'll go back to you. You got a chance to play in the Lone Star Conference last year. You can't take a night off in the Lone Star Conference.
No, you can't.
So what was the biggest, I think I know the answer to this question, but what was the biggest win for you ladies last year?
The first tournament game, what team was it?
Colorado Mesa.
Colorado Mesa, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that was actually a big game. I feel like us coming in, the energy was good from the moment we stepped onto the court, from when we got off the bus. Everything was so good. So I just feel like we really was going to win that game just by seeing everybody's faces, the way we talked, how we moved. That was a big game for us. Yeah, sorry.
Very good. Well, Ileana, let's look at the regular season. At what point last year did you recognize how good the team was going to be?
I feel like since the beginning, honestly. We had a very solid preseason, and from that point, I knew we were going to do good. We started really good, 8-1, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, since the beginning, I knew our team was special.
Well, Coach, obviously you came to us from a very successful program and transitioned into Lone Star Conference. And Lone Star Conference, top to bottom, is just really, really good.
It's a tough league. I think us and the MIAA are probably 1-2. Year in and year out, I'd say, probably a lot of Lone Star coaches would probably agree with me on this. We want to get to the point in D2 where we're taking the 64 best teams because there's some teams in our league that will finish 7th, 8th, 9th that probably would go to some of these other leagues and be in the top 2 or 3 and competing for regional tournaments. So, I think just the pedigree of Lubbock Christian and the national championships and, what Texas Women's has done the last, 2 to 3 years. And UT Tyler's now, making a lot of runs and Elite Eights. And, and then you have, obviously WT and Angela State are blue blood programs. So, and then you have the likes of some St. Mary's and Kingsville's, and just kind of go on and on, Midwestern State, and it's just, like you said, to tell you can't take a night off, or you're gonna end up on the wrong end of the stick of a game. And with what we're trying to accomplish this year, the margin for error is small. We want to try to win the league. That's our priority. I think we have the group to do it. And we don't take it lightly. If you can win the Lone Star Conference, you're probably a top 10 team in the nation. And that's, those are some of our goals and, hopefully expectations for this year.
Well, and last but not least, we're running out of our allotted time, but your young ladies are tremendously good athletes, but they're also exceptionally good students. Lone Star Conference publishes a list of academic performance, and your ladies top rate.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we try to instill in our players, we want to give them extremely, valuable memories playing the game of basketball here. Some of them get some opportunities to go play, professionally, but at the end of the day, we tell all of our players the ball stops bouncing at some point, and you have to get it a degree, and you have to go, get a big girl job and go make, big girl money. It's kind of what we talk about. So, our players understand that, yes, we're a very competitive program. We want to win with the best, but at the end of the day, my job and our staff's job is to make these players get to the next chapter of their life and succeed in the next chapter of their lives. So, I think we understand the balance of, on and off the floor.
Well, that is going to wrap it up for our look at Greyhound women's basketball leading into the 2025-2026 season. So for all of the young men and young ladies at the table, this is Dike Elder saying, so long.